John Obi Mikel. Without a club, how the hell is Kelechi Iheanacho, who is a Class B brick in the squad? Samuel Chukwueze is the best player in this team. The provisional squad. I'm saddened. Not particularly by the squad in and of itself, but to a large extent. There may be only 3 names in the squad that excites me. 3. And there are some names here that are quite frankly insulting. Guys, what up? Sister Meal. I'm going veggie, pasta and some vegetables. You're rolling with your boy Super Malls here, man. Big up to my Super Malls fan, man. Peace out, true. So maybe I'm here, Double H. Thanks for the boom, boom, boom. So if I already go into the squad, I have to speak to a larger point here. And I know that there are some guys who may be very young and they don't really, they were either not born in 98, 96, or they were perhaps 4, 5, or possibly like maybe 2 or 3 years old in 96 or 98. But I think quite a few of my subscribers, I don't think they were either born in 96 or even 98. If they were probably babies. There was once a time where Emmanuel Amunike played for Barcelona. Kanu Nwankwo played for Ajax, Inter Milan and Arsenal. Finidi George played for Ajax and Real Betis, when Real Betis were actually a very good team. That had Denilson from Brazil. Celestin Babayaro played for Chelsea. Okocha played for PSG. And yeah. So that was the kind of quality that I had because you had Nigerian players who were playing for the top creme de la creme, the best out there. And the thing that just saddened me the most when I look at this is I look at the clubs that these teams play for. I look at the clubs that these teams play for. And that for me is the most damning thing. When I look at, because like, having the players is one thing, but who they play for is important. And bro, but you know what? We're gonna break it down. We're gonna talk because look, you have to go to win the trophy. I get the favorites are Egypt, alongside Senegal, alongside Morocco. I think those 3 teams, I believe, are the clear favorites for it. Morocco, Egypt, and Senegal. So, I get that, but there's no point in turning up for a tournament if your intention is not to win. I think a country with the populace of Nigeria and how football mad the country is, you don't turn up to a Nations Cup without the intentions of winning it. So let's try and work with what we have. So this is Geno Raw. I don't approve of Geno Raw, by the way. I just wanted to put that out there. I don't approve of this guy. Why is this guy the coach? So tell me that out of all of the ex-Nigerian players out there, all of the ex-Nigerian coaches, the Nigerian coaches who have been successful at the under-21, under-17 level, they can't get a coaching job. You have to pick a no-name Oyibo guy just to put... I mean, look, it is what it is. It is what it is. Because I mean, the thing that just angers me is that why... Oh my gosh, if you brought in like... It's like when they had Betty Votes, I was like, boom, it's pretty Betty Votes. This guy has Bundesliga experience with Germany, if you brought in like a Capello, you brought in like a Pochettino, you brought in guys who are well known. Gennaro is not known. Nobody knows this guy. This guy, he's a nobody. He's not known, and that's just me being real. So what makes him better as a nobody, not known, than local Nigerian coaches? Oh, because alright, cool. So let's just see. So the goalkeepers, you have Francis Ozuho, Ikechukwu Ezenwa, and Daniel Apei. So pretty much Ezenwa is going to be the number one. He's been the number one for a while. I think the good thing about that is that that's like a home-based team. I believe Katsina. I think that's in the north. That's a home-based Nigerian team. So I think it's good to have like a home-based player in the team. I always like having local players in the team. But whenever I see these keepers, I just look back at the issue that happened between Olise and Vincent Enyema. So yeah, man, for me, he should be the captain of the side. He should be the number one keeper. He's still an excellent, amazing keeper. But I think he pretty much retired from Nigeria based on his argument with Sunday Olise. But because I follow him on Instagram, and I still refer to him as El Capitan. He's still my captain. So I don't know whether he can still reverse his decision, but I just think it is unfortunate that he cannot be there. Because Ezenwa is decent. He ain't the greatest keeper in the world. Let's just be real. He's not. So let's just take what you have. So let's go to the defenders. Now this is where we can talk. So from the rest was Olaoluwa Aina from Torino. That's one is as great as Olaoluwa. Abdullahi Shehu, Braspo, Chidozie Awazia, William Ekong. I think he had one of the captains about a few times. Kenneth Omerowa, Jamilo Collins, and Shemi Ajayi. Now, I think, Leon Balogun from Brighton. You see, I believe, what would they say? The Oyibo world, which is, of course, Ekong and Leon Balogun will obviously be there. But you see, when they bring out the name Kenneth Omerowa, I just remember Obuabona. Because remember when Nigeria won the Nations Cup, the defensive pairing was Omerowa and Obuabona. I don't know what's happened with Obuabona, but I think Obuabona, I think that guy's still good. So, but I think Balogun and Ekong, they're decent. Ekong obviously better than Balogun. They're decent, but they have shown that they can be very well, especially Balogun. But I think I've been hearing some great stuff about Aina. So I've been hearing some great stuff about Aina, about Olaoluwa, and what he's been doing for Torino. So I think that is very good that he's in there. But again, I look at the club that they play for. Torino, that's a decent club. That is a real decent club. That's the club that Belletti came from. That's the club that Immobile came from. So they've produced some very good players. So the fact that he's been holding that down his spots there, I think is great. So 1000% he definitely will be in the first team. And yeah, I think he's on loan from Chelsea. And with the whole transfer ban, I think Chelsea will want to get him back. Now this is where it gets tricky. Let me take a sip. Let me just have a bite. Let me have a little bite here of a broccoli. So, Ogene Akara, Etsebo from Stoke. John Ogun from Hapoel Bayer in Israel. Wilfred Ndidi, Leicester City, quite easily Nigeria's best midfielder without a doubt. John Obi Mikel, without a club. Please explain to me. You're going into a Nations Cup, and not only do you have a player in the professional squad who doesn't even play for a club, this player, I believe, is your captain. So your captain doesn't even have a club. Please tell me how that is right. Please tell me how that is fair. Please tell me how that is a meritocracy. You're telling me that, first of all, John Mikel is, first of all, good enough to be in a Nigerian starting 11. That's the first thing. Second thing, are you telling me that a guy who doesn't even play for a club should even be considered to be in his team? Because this ain't like Ronaldo 2000 and so, where Ronaldo, obviously, he was injured and wasn't playing much because it's flipping Ronaldo. Okay, it's flipping Ronaldo. That's a guy that he can also play for a club for 3,000 years. You put him in that damn team. So I don't understand why John Mikel, Obi Mikel is here. But again, this is the issue about the Nigerian team. It's not a meritocracy. I keep following that look. I keep thinking, oh no, it's a meritocracy. It's about who is the best, who the best will always deserve to be there. No. It's about favors. It's about friendships. It's about alliances. It's about, oh no, look at my Anne. I like, this is my guy, man. It's like, oh, it's my guy, it's a guy, man. No. So that's what it's about. And for me, that's a joke, because this is the national team. This team represents the country. This team represents the identity of the country. And you can't be doing friendships and alliances when you have a national team that represents an entire nation. But there you go. But that's just my view. Maybe some people will disagree and think that, oh yes, John Obi Mikel, because he's won, see his experience, and he's won so many Champions League for shut the hell up, man. From forwards, Ahmed Musa, Al-Nassr in Saudi Arabia. Look, it's Musa. This guy has done some amazing things for Nigeria, so I don't care where he plays, but he has to be there. Victor Osimhen, now that's what I'm interested in. This guy was, of course, part of the under-17 World Cup winning team. He's also, I believe, has been on Tottenham's radar. So I'm very excited to see what he can do, because I think this guy can be a very interesting striker. You know, tall build, targets man, decent finishing. Very interested to see what he can do. Simon Moses from Levante in Spain, another very good, technically good ball control player that I think that guy can probably even be like an attacking midfielder rather than just a strap forward. But I think very excited to see what he can do, because remember, I believe he was actually injured just before the World Cup. Henry Onyekuru, again, what I want to see is a strike partnership of Osimhen and Onyekuru. That's what I'd want to see. And again, Onyekuru should have actually been in the World Cup. I don't know why he wasn't picked for the World Cup. But yeah, happy to see him again for Galatasaray. I'll get to him. It will be. Boom. Huge fan. Obviously, he's frustrated Arsenal fans with his up and down performances, but I'm a massive fan of what Iwobi does, because I don't give a damn what Iwobi does for Arsenal. He always comes clutch for Nigeria, and he always brings his best foot for Nigeria. So I'm hoping for him to come good again, and I think he's going to be one of the vital players for Nigeria. Samuel Kalu, Jordan Bordeaux, don't really know much about him. Paul Onauchu, I think I saw one game of his. I think it was a Europa League game for FC Michelin in Denmark. I saw one game of his. Remember that word that we used, meritocracy. No. So, how the hell is Kelechi Iheanacho, who is a Class B brick, in the squad? Kelechi Iheanacho is trash. And it pains me to say this, because this is almost similar to Agahoa, where when Agahoa burst onto the scene, people thought, oh my God, it's going to be the next really big striker for Nigeria. Didn't pan out. When Iheanacho burst to the scene, you know, under 70 World Cup, spearheaded them, playing as an attacking midfielder, technically brilliant player. City got a hold of him, scoring key goals for Man City and so forth. Leicester City right now, and he can't even start for Leicester City. He's not even a starter for Leicester City. What the hell is this dude doing in the squad? So for me, he shouldn't be in the squad. But again, it's friendships, alliances. Okay, I get it. Samuel Chukwueze is the best player in this team. I have seen enough of this dude to already go with the fact that he's the best player in this team. And the very fact that Barcelona are even considering purchasing him shows you that I am extremely excited about this player. I have not been as excited for a player like Chukwueze since Iheanacho. Yeah. Because Iheanacho, I thought would be, I think this could be the next big thing. It will be, but yeah, I have not been this excited about a player and what he can do since Iheanacho. And I hope and pray that Chukwueze actually does make a move and he doesn't stay with Villarreal, because I just think like he needs to move to a bigger club. So I pray that happens. And yeah, he is the best player in this team. And forget Raw. This is just me talking. This is H talking. He is the main starter for this team. He is the attacking midfielder. Because I think you roll with a 4-4-2 or maybe like even if you roll with like a 4-3-3, he's definitely part of the attacking three. But he 1000% this team player that starts in this team, and he is one of the main attacking outlets I use. But I have a very sick, disgusting feeling that Iheanacho is going to start ahead of him. But Odion Ighalo, correct me if I'm wrong. Again, maybe I'm just wrong or crazy. Isn't this the same Joker who missed all those opportunities against Argentina? And after he did so, he went on Instagram and then he put like a smiley face. Isn't that the same? Because that's why it's like, if you don't care as much, why should I care as much? And that's always the issue in Nigeria. Like, a lot of these guys, you don't really care. You don't value the jersey. You don't value that shirt. You don't value the meaning behind that shirt. For you, it's like, here's cool. Ighalo, you're playing in China. Why the hell should you even be around in this squad? I don't give a damn what you've done in qualification. That means nothing. You cannot start ahead of Oyekuru. You cannot start ahead of Oshima. You cannot start ahead of Chukwueze. I don't give a damn about your experience. Screw your experience, because you're crap. And the proof of you being crap is you play in China. No offense to China, because I've got a lot of Chinese friends, but the Chinese league ain't La Liga. It ain't even the Belgian league, okay? You go there to go and earn money. You don't go there to prove yourself as a top player. You go there to go and earn money. So why should the hell just be in the squad? So when I look at the squad here, I was my Ghanaian amigo sends me a message and he said, look, man, these guys are not going to sniff the quarters. And I was like, you know what? If the right lineup is picked, obviously, I mean, we have guys on standby, Mikel Agu, Junior Ajayi, Brian Ido, who I'd actually still have him in there, Ido, because that was the clearest part of the Nations Cup winning side. If the right lineup is picked, I think this Nigerian team can surprise a lot of people. I think Simon Moses coming back, Aina in that defense, Samuel Chukwueze, Oyekuru, Oshime. I think if the right lineup is picked, I think Nigeria could shock a lot of people. But the right lineup won't be picked because Genaro doesn't have a backbone, and he will bend over to seniority and the players who are favoured. So you will see Mikel Obi start. You will see Ighalo start. You will see Iheanacho start. You will see this clown start. And if they start, Nigeria are not getting to the quarters. If that. And if they get to quarters max. Okay. Because based on the team that Genaro will pick, they're not beating Morocco, they're not beating Egypt, they're not beating Senegal. I'm not sure that they beat Ivory Coast. So there are just a lot of teams that I believe would beat them. So Nigeria will just be the team that they're just naturally better than. If so. But if they face a team that are actually quality and good, they're not beating them. With the lineup I know that Genaro is going to pick. So let's see what happens. Let's see what the final squad will be. I believe it's, I think, isn't it 20, because it's 25, I think, isn't it 2023? So maybe two people gets asked from here. And let's see what happens, How much hope do I have? As I've reiterated, it depends what lineup gets picked. There are some very interesting names here. There are some names that I'm looking forward to seeing because I'm having hopes that these guys can do things interesting, And the thing about it is, remember, Germany back in 2010. They said, you know what? We have this whole host of these young guys. We're going to put them right into a flipping World Cup and see what happens. We trust in them. We believe in them. They've won their youthful tournaments. They understand what it means to play together. We're going to put the bulk of them, pepper in a few senior guys. We're going to put a bulk of them in there, and boom, here we go. Why can't you do that for the Nigerian team? Get that whole thing of the young guys who know each other, put them in into a group and let pepper a few senior guys around them. And also, where's Nwakali? I think that was also something that the guy that Arsenal bought. So look, man, it is what it is, man. And we just have to wait and see how the cookie crumbles, man. But John Obi Mikel is in the squad and he doesn't have a club. Think on that. Thanks for watching the video. Now think about becoming a Football Hot patron by pledging an amount each month and then gain access to exclusive content only on the Football Hot patron page. Peace. Head over to the official site at halffootballhot.com or just click over here.